shining in my face. Are you guys ready to see some Halo Wars 2? Boy, I really like Halo. I think a lot of people don't know that about me, but yeah, I'm a big Halo fan, so I'm excited to show this off. It's an interesting game. I've got some problems with it, but it's definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. I am playing on the Xbox One, for those of you wondering. I just am most familiar with this version, and so I thought that would be a good one to stream. What I thought I would do is we can show off everything, or whatever you guys want to see. I thought I would get started with the first mission, kind of give you context for the story, what's going on, have you see a very nice Blur cinematic, and bring the excitement. What do you say? Alright, so let's go to missions here. So this is Hold the Line. We want the first mission, the Signal. We've got a resub, Cell Splitter, 12 months in a row. Thank you for the continued support, Cell Splitter. And this is also for the 2 viewers that resubscribed while we were away. Here are some lovely Sophies. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to make this a pure Sophie blast, I think. Just a huge wall. That's too many Sophies. No, okay. There's never too many Sophies. So this is the first mission. It's not really indicative of the rest of the game. You're not really building up a base or anything like that. It's just kind of a cool set piece sort of thing to get you in the mood for some Halo. And you'll see what I mean here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get started. I would love to tell you what's up with Godfrey and Sagero today, but they just bailed. They're like, you know what, Ben, we're on all of your streams. We're going to get some food. We're hungry. We don't want to be here. So they just left me. I don't have Godfrey and Sagero here. I do have Poochie, who's adorable as always. And yeah, he's just being a dog. Not much to say. No updates. Just a happy little dog. Hades214 subscribed for 12 months in a row. He says, Ben, I recently beat Persona 4 because of your recommendation, and holy crap, now I'm jazzed for 5. Thanks for everything you do. Love and respect. Love and respect indeed. Here are some Sophies and a love and respect. Can we get a Ryan counter for this game? We can, but it'll always stay at 0, unfortunately. Alright. So this is going to delete our autosave. That's not a big deal. I have a manual save that is all good. We'll just do normal. Keep it simple. And yeah. Blur hype.
Professor Anders would enjoy that little admission. So let's keep it between us, shall we? We've been adrift for just over 28 years. I've made quite a few repairs while you were sleeping. So ship systems are 100%. Cryo worked well, and med stats on all remaining crew are green. As for me, well, regulations are clear about final dispensation at the end of an AI's 7-year lifespan. I took care of my own arrangements rather than wake you. I didn't want to... Well, I hope you can forgive this final breach of protocol. It was a pleasure and an honor to serve with you, sir. Do look after everyone for me, would you? Goodbye, Captain. Serena out.
Alright, we're going to turn up the game volume just a bit here. The screen might freak out for a second, so keep that in mind.
I'll need to get down there. Immediately, of course.
Good morning to you too, Professor.
I'm sorry, Captain. It's good to see you too. But just look at it.
What is it? And where are we?
No idea. Our astronavigation system can't pinpoint a location. We're not on the map anymore.
We didn't drift out of the galaxy in 28 years, Professor. Sensor records show we arrived via slip space less than an hour ago.
Our slip space drive is gone. However we got here, it wasn't us who initiated the trip. Something down there must have opened the portal from this end and pulled us in.
Captain Cutter, sir, we received a signal from the surface. It's UNSC.
Signal to my location, Lieutenant. Let's hear what they have to say.
I'm sorry, Captain, I can't play it for you, sir. The message has an encryption scheme we haven't seen before.
Security measures would advance without us. But it is coming through on a UNSC frequency. This is good. When we left, the war wasn't going well. The signal means the UNSC is still fighting, or maybe we even won. What's the source of the transmission?
We don't have the surface details yet, sir. Something down there is blocking our scans, and without Serena... But we do have a rough location. Should be simple enough to triangulate once we pick up the signal from the ground.
Cutter to Jerome.
Reporting, Captain.
Prep Spartan Red Team and a small recon squad. Professor Anders will send you the coordinates. Find out who's sending that signal. Be on the ground within the hour. Travel light.
Roger that, yeah. Recon only.
28 years, Professor. Let's see what kind of galaxy we woke up to.
With that music, you know it's time to go. We got a bunch of resubscriptions during that cutscene.
Professor Anders, any update on the source of that signal?
It wasn't easy.
Let me
but
make sure I
I've
get
narrowed it
everybody
down to
here.
a small sector, and our recon teams are investigating now. I've cleared up the scans a bit, and it looks like there's a UNSC outpost or research station, but it's heavily damaged. It doesn't look good, but the Spartans will handle it. They always do.
The Spartans will handle it. They
Bastard,
always
we're gonna
do.
go down with them, Captain.
Without Serena here, I need you on the ship, Professor. Besides, we don't know what's waiting for us down there. Jerome, get Red Team to the Professor's coordinates, ASAP. I want you to make first contact with whoever's sending that signal.
Understood, sir. We'll find them.
Jerome is a cool guy. I like him. All right, find 55E. Mo Doctor. Bubonic Craig. That's a great name. Thor. And who else do we got? I think that's everybody. Thank you all so much for the resubscriptions. That continued support helps us so much. It makes this possible. Let's get started. All of those resubs, I think, deserve one Dirty Don. And there we go. You guys had some questions. Some of them trolls, some serious. Let's see what we can do here. We turned up the game audio. Don't want to get off topic, but do you think Pillars of Eternity is a good starting place for computer role-playing games? I don't think it's a bad place.
I'm approaching the drop zone with Red Team. Stand by for drop, Red Team.
It's a great game, certainly.
Looking forward to shaking off
I do feel like Pillars of Eternity is sort of playing to a crowd that has already played 8 months of computer role-playing games.
Feels good to have our feet back on real ground.
If you want an excellent one to start with, the re-release of Baldur's Gate 2 is very, very good as well.
Alice is right. We don't know what's waiting for us down there. Keep your eyes out for trouble.
So we do have to hand it off to Creative Assembly. This mission is very straightforward, but it's one big warthog romp, which is a pretty good way to start any Halo game, I think.
Make my way.
So it's just going to be teaching us the basic controls.
Reporting, sir. We set up charges.
As I said during Frame Trap, this game controls really, really, really well on control.
There's some heavy-duty barricades here.
Moving
Everybody get
units,
clear.
getting across the map, all that stuff, simple.
Light up those charges, Alice.
Don't even have to think about it.
Position.
Being Damiani and playing Zelda must be nice. Yeah, it definitely must be nice, but, you know, he's going to crush it. That's going to be...
On the move.
That Damiani Easy Allies review, I'm biased, but going to be the best review on the internet for that game. No, he's going to be so thorough. It's going to be like 3,000 words.
They must have been desperate. Why wouldn't they have defenses? They must have expected to be a target for the Covenant.
Did getting this on Xbox get you a Windows copy like Gears of War did? Yeah, so it is that thing that Microsoft has been pimping, which is a great thing. If you get this on either platform, you get it for the other one as well. And progress carries over between the two. So you can play how you want to play, which is a pretty smart thing.
Making my way. I'm there.
Damiani Ultimate Professional? Indeed. 30-minute review hype.
Moving to position.
I'm worried it's going to be like a 60-minute review. I'm only half joking.
Lots of them. Looks like Covenant work. Going. On the way. More plasma burns.
So we're picking up these... I hit the wrong button. We're picking up these Phoenix logs, which will give us information. We can look at those in the main menu,
Whoever it was, it looks like
if
they're
we
long
so
gone.
desired.
We'll know more when we get to the source of that signal. Moving to position. On the move.
So, trying to solve a mystery right now, trying to figure out what's going on with this signal.
What's a Nightingale doing here? Do we have wounded?
Nightingales are great. We won't get them for a few missions in, but what they do is they heal your units, and they heal them really, really well. You can, if you don't like throw your Nightingales into the enemy, you can keep your army around for a long time, and it makes things pretty easy, which is nice.
Making my way. Knocking a Pelican out of the sky? That's serious artillery. Move.
Looks like we may see some action after all.
Have you played the Switch yourself yet? Yeah, I played it for about 10 minutes, so I haven't gotten a thorough impression of it, but this morning, before this stream, and after doing a little bit of work, I was just watching Switch videos because I was thinking to myself, man, I really wish I had that right here, right now. I'm very excited for the console.
There's something strange about them.
That first night, when it's 2 in the morning, and I'm playing Zelda in bed, I'm just going to have the biggest, stupidest smile on my face. So I'm looking forward to that.
Henry Lamb Research Outpost. Spirit of Fire, we're outside. Base looks clear from out here. Let's see who's been calling.
Not trying to make this a bash Xbox thing, but do you personally think Microsoft needs to drop the Xbox brand and start again to get a more optimistic start next generation? No, I think the Xbox brand is still really, really strong. They are... I do think Microsoft is in a position where this E3 feels extremely critical for them. It has to be a 10 out of 10, A+ conference. People need to walk away and go, I need an Xbox One. I think that's where they're at right now. Or, not necessarily the Xbox One, but a Scorpio.
We have to get out of here.
Identify.
And I hope that happens.
UNSC Logistics, Arc Research Outpost.
Isabel, where are the survivors? What's the strength of the Covenant force here?
Covenant? No. Why would... Listen, you're in incredible danger.
What was that?
It's him.
You're coming with us.
They could also just push Windows 10. I agree with you, and I think they should do that, but you have to understand, I think there's a pretty large segment of people that are just never going to play on PC. It's not going to happen. These blur cutscenes. Good stuff. It props up the entire story, I think. Just the presentation of it makes it feel much, 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 much more dramatic and important than it otherwise would.
As I suspected. Nothing but a man.
Red Team Leader, this is Recon 1. You have multiple hostiles approaching your location. Alice. We're leaving.
The music helps? Yeah, absolutely. The music is appropriately dramatic and halo-y.
Little demon.
Command, this is Red Team. We have a Spartan casualty.
Hunt them down.
An army of brutes chasing after us. We're outmanned. Outpowered.
Danger close. On our location. Trailing north. Commence 5 seconds.
Interesting plan. Understood. Archer missiles inbound.
I wish I had a Warthog. I wish I had a Warthog. Just to clarify my Xbox thoughts a little bit, I think Microsoft is actually doing quite a few good things. I think the Xbox One PC crossover thing is really neat. And I've used it more than I was initially expecting to. I also think their backwards compatibility support is really good, and it's something that I wish Sony was doing. It's just for every piece of good news, I feel like there's bad news that gets more attention. So you have the Scalebound thing, you have that controversy with Phantom Dust, all of that sort of stuff. So hopefully E3, it can be nothing but good news, and they can generate some excitement for the brand. I hate saying brand, but sometimes it's necessary.
Over there! They're using the Ark's portals.
Alright, so we're not supposed to really fight here. I just want to fight, but we're supposed to get away. Somebody said one of the objectives is to run over 3 groups of grunts. And we can do that. I just love that the Warthog special ability is just a slam. So we'll back up and just hit him.
The controls to the bridge. Alice, now.
On it.
Make it quick. They're closing in.
That's it. Move. I'll cover you.
She's gone.
Don't you believe it, Isabel? We're on board, pilot. Let's go.
We have a medical team standing by for Douglas, Jerome. I want a full report from you and that AI as soon as you get back to the Spirit of Fire.
Ben, how come you guys tend to veer away from indie games and towards big publishers? We don't. It's just... comments like that frustrate me a little bit because I don't think it's always paying attention to what's out right now, and we can't cover everything. For example, on Frame Trap, we just talked about a lot about Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin, which is not a big, huge publisher game. You know, Kyle was playing 7 hours of Digimon Next Order, which is not... I mean, obviously it's published by Bandai Namco, but it's not this big publisher AAA thing. And so I think, you know, we don't cover everything, and we definitely have gaps, but I don't think we veer away from indie games. Some of my favorite games are indie games, for example.
This is Captain Cutter.
I know who you are. James Cutter.
I think the problem with indie games right now is the saturation. It's harder to parse now than ever. There's just so much stuff pumped out on Steam, for example, that it's hard to keep track of.
I need to know what we're up against. Isabel? Isabel, report.
So she's going to be explaining who Atriox is here, which is important.
5 months ago, the portal from the Ark to Earth shut down without warning. A month later, he arrived.
He?
The Brute. Their leader. His name is Atriox. During the war, the Covenant used his clan as expendable muscle. Told them dying in battle would speed their holy journey. 40 at a time, they carelessly sent them in. 40 to break the front lines. 40 to die for beliefs not their own. None ever returned. until he did. So battle by battle, war by war, 39 brothers at a time, Atriox was born. With every victory, his legend and his hatred of the Covenant grew. Eventually, both were impossible to conceal. And they tried to banish him. And everything we know about the Covenant's 1,000-year history. Atriox was the first to defy the Covenant and survive. And his defiance inspired others. Atriox and his Banished raided Covenant resources, cutting a swath across the galaxy, growing in strength with each attack, gathering killers and mercenaries to his side. The Covenant had two targets in those years: humanity and Atriox. They almost got us. But Atriox, they never came close. The whole damn Covenant couldn't contain him at the height of their power. That's what you're up against. And all you've got is one old ship and half a crew to staff her? We need to run as far and as fast as we can.
We are just one ship. And an old one at that. But here we are. 30 years past what anyone could ask of us. Our war is gone. The lives we had are gone. The worlds we knew have moved on. And now, all that we may have left are those standing beside us. And the duty that defines us. Battle after battle, fighting side by side. Together. Where you see half a crew, Isabel, I see family. Courage. And 1,000 heroes who swore to fight their way through hell before they'd ever turn their backs and run. And where you see one old ship, I see home. And that is always worth fighting for. If we don't stop Atriox now, we leave the galaxy at the mercy of a monster. So no, Isabel. We won't be running anywhere today.
Sir, yes, sir.
Captain, I appreciate a good rousing speech as much as the next AI, but Atriox has had months
Okay,
to
so
set up his forces on the Ark.
we're actually not going to do this mission. We're going to back out and do another one. Just so I can show you, when we're a little bit deeper in, it's going to give us more units and a little bit more intense objectives. So I think you'll get a better impression of the game that way. This is still kind of just tutorial stuff. So we're going to go ahead and resign here. What made you play this on Xbox One instead of PC? Multiple reasons. I'm most comfortable with this version, so that was a big reason. The other reason is it's easier for me to pay attention to chat when I have my PC monitor here and then my console game monitor here. It's just how I have it set up. I can switch it around. I just didn't really have time to mess with it. So those are the reasons. Let's go ahead, go into the campaign here. Go to missions. And there's a mission a little later on that I want to do. Okay, so we'll do this one from the deep. That's a later mission. But I also want to do Ascension here. It'll show you a lot of the mechanics that Halo Wars 2 likes to use throughout the campaign.
The intelligence we captured at Decimus's base indicates the Banished are using something called the Cartographer. What can you tell us, Isabel?
The Cartographer is a map of everything on the Ark. That means Atriox could use it to locate key systems and weapons on this installation.
Isabel and I have been going over the data from Decimus's base, and we found a way into the Cartographer. But it's not going to be easy. The Cartographer's defenses make it almost impenetrable. The only way up to it is by a Forerunner elevator. If you can get access to the local Forerunner control towers, I can take control of the elevator and take us up. It's our only chance of getting inside.
We'll have to take it. We need to hit the Banished again before they find out what we discovered at their base. Get to the Cartographer and find out what Atriox is planning. Be careful. The Banished may still have traffic moving along the route.
Will you play the PC version? Yeah, I have played the PC version, and there'll be full details of that in the review when that goes live. There's also controller support on the PC version. Somebody was asking that, so if you do want to play that way, you can. I don't think the mouse and keyboard support for Halo Wars 2 is great. It feels a little sluggish. It definitely seems like this game was explicitly built in mind with a controller. You can play it with keyboard and mouse. It's not unplayable or anything like that, but it's not quite right. It doesn't feel exactly how you want it to feel.
The Banished may still have troops moving along routes near the Cartographer.
Alright, so we're starting out with a mixed squad here. We've got our hero unit, and hero units are great. Hero units can just take so much damage. So that white bar that they have there, that's their shield, and then they have a ton of health. So look at all of that health compared to something like a Cyclops or a Warthog. Hero units, send them in, they can just soak it up. Also, if a hero unit gets downed, you can revive them. So that's nice. Warthogs are great, they're fast, they can ram into things. They also counter infantry units pretty well. And then you have Cyclops, which are anti-vehicle. They do a lot of damage, so they're nice to have around. And then all of these units, well, not all of them. It's just the Warthog right now that we have that has a special ability. If we hit left trigger on the controller, we have some active powers that we can deploy, and these are very powerful. So they take resources. You can see it takes 300 supply and 100 power to use them, but they can just save your butt. So this first one here creates a circle, and all units within that circle are healed over time. You can level that up, make the healing effect more potent, make it last longer, all that stuff. And we'll get to that in the mission. So if we deselect, like if we just select one unit here,
let me get to work.
We can do local units by hitting the right bumper, and then we can also select all units. So local units is basically anything within your immediate vicinity you'll select, and then all units is everything on the map if you need to grab those quickly. Alright, so let's move to this first objective here.
On the way. On the move. Make my way. Spirit of Fire. We found destroyed, banished mining equipment. Do we have another team down here?
Negative. It sounds like we have another party in the mix. Be careful. The enemy of our enemy is not necessarily our friend.
Alright, so we've got a new sub, Fiore. Just subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for the support. It helps us out tremendously. Here are some Sophies for you, and a little Easy A magic. If you hit back on the controller, you can see your objectives. So you have your main objectives, which is right now for us to gain access to this cartographer. As we go throughout the mission, we'll get bonus objectives, and you can chase after those as well.
On my way. Spartan, moving out. Getting going. On the move.
Uh-oh. We locked up a little bit there. Ben, do you care about corrections on Frame Trap? Phantom S in 2017 will be a remaster, not a remake. Did I say that, or did somebody else in the panel say that? But yeah, if we misspoke there, I do care about the corrections.
Let's keep moving. Making my way. I'm there. On my way. Getting going. On the way. Moving out. Spartan, moving out. Moving to position. On the way. Making my way. Moving to position. On my way.
Can you revive warthogs or just the soldiers? So the revive, you can actually only revive hero units, which you don't get very many of. So I think we're only going to have one during this mission. That's the only unit we can bring back to life after a short period of time. We can heal warthogs though, so like we took some damage there, we might as well go ahead and heal. We can heal all of our units the same. Destroy vehicles with a Cyclops. So this is something they really hammer into your head, is that sort of rock, paper, scissors dynamic. It's like, hey, Cyclops are really good against vehicles. You're going to be fighting a lot of vehicles here, so do that. It wanted us to Spartan Slam. Our guys killed it before we could do it, but the Spartan Slam is our hero ability for this unit. It's really, really powerful. You can also hijack vehicles with the Spartan, which is pretty cool.
Just show me the hostiles, sir.
So it wants us to take the Spartan unit who can jump, unlike our other units that we have, and go around this ledge to activate the bridge to get all of our other units across. What's the greatest RTS game of all time? Probably my favorite one is either StarCraft 1 or 2.
Mind if I take this?
I think those are my two favorites that I've ever played. I think they're both absolutely phenomenal. Alright, so we've taken over this Wraith, which is pretty great because we now have the health and shield of this Wraith unit. When it dies, we still have our hero unit. He's just going to pop out of that vehicle.
Activating the light bridge now.
Alright. Wraiths are great because they have incredibly long range. No love for Warcraft? No, I have a ton of love for Warcraft. He just asked what my favorite was. Alright, so we lost a Warthog there, which is not great, but it's okay. Pretty soon I think we're going to be able to build a base and just buff up our army quite a bit. Is it possible to turn up voices for your units? I'm already annoyed. It's just something I associate with RTSs, so it doesn't bother me, but I totally see where you're coming from. I actually don't know if you can turn off voices for your units. That's a good question. So you could turn off voice in general, which I believe will turn off unit voices, but that also turns off your commander trying to speak to you, tell you about the story and the objectives. So that would be a good option.
Moving out. On the double. I'm there, sir. Double time.
Don't turn off voice. No, I'm not planning on it.
Spirit of Fire. We found out who's been attacking the Banished mining operation here.
Looks like the Ark will only tolerate so much abuse before launching Sentinels to defend itself.
So these Sentinels will mess us up pretty badly.
On the run. On the double.
Not hard to avoid though.
Jerome,
Kill squads with a hijacked vehicle. Okay.
I've marked a location.
Both of these should happen fairly naturally. Alright, so it wants us to establish a base. What we're picking up here is sometimes there will be resources like power and supply just out in the map, so it kind of encourages you to explore. It's not too bad.
dropping on the base now.
True in Halo Wars 1 as well, but worth commenting on here, I think the base building is so smart. So unlike other RTSs, you're not like, alright, where's this building? I have to go in and find a place to place it. It all kind of like branches out of one big base, which makes sense for a controller. It's easier to micromanage that way. So it's pretty smart.
Capturing these towers will get me access to the elevator controls. The Banished won't want us reaching the Cartographer, so they'll fight hard to keep control of them.
You're going to need a bigger army to capture those towers, Spartan. Build a supply pad and generator first, so you have a steady income of resources.
Building supply pads and generators will constantly up those resources. What you want to do is you want to build a lot of those, and you also want to upgrade them, which is pretty expensive, but more than worth the investment. I've heard the tower defense section of this game are the best part. Yeah, probably. Just because I think the sections where you're defending, you have to micromanage the most, and so that's where it feels like it's testing your RTS skills the best. So I could definitely see where people are coming from with that. Alright. Alright, so it wants us to build an air pad. Air units are very powerful in this game.
We already know the Banished have Wraith tanks in the area, so you'll need air units to effectively counter them. Keep in mind that
for this mission and for a lot of the early missions, you unfortunately don't really have to think about unit composition too much. As long as your army is varied, you can make it through battles alright. Alright, so it's giving us a couple of Hornets for free, which is nice. We're also going to build a garage, which will allow us to build Warthogs. And I think only Warthogs right now. And then we're going to build a barracks to get infantry units. And then we're going to build another supply pad and generator just to get the resources flowing. So they're going to, like many RTS games, they're going to keep attacking our base. And so when we go off to explore, we want to keep building units, have them in reserve, and have them defend our base, so we don't get caught by surprise. You could also go and wipe out enemy bases to stop that from happening. Are there like anti-race air race in this game? So air units counter vehicles, and a Wraith is a vehicle, so it counters those pretty well. When they say something counters something, they mean it. If you have the opposite, like the opposing type, you just decimate those units. So you really don't have to think about it too much beyond that. Clash Van Dam subscribed 12 months in a row. Thank you so much for the continued support, Clash. Here are some soap fees and a little backseat Bosman.
Understood, sir. Let's take those towers, troops.
Grenade throw is really good. We do want that for our infantry units. It's going to take a lot of power, but that's okay. We're going to build some Marines. Have our rally point be right by our main group of units. Bomwee, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. And we want another. We definitely want another supply pad. And then how much is a generator? 500.
Grenade throw researched.
Upgrade the supply pad, and we'll get going. So you can also build turrets to protect your base. That's extremely useful. I recommend not doing that though until you have everything else in place.
Supply pad constructed.
So see, look at how fast our supply is ticking up now because we have an extra supply pad and because we upgrade the previous one. Thanks for streaming this, Ben. Absolutely, man. It's my pleasure. It's a fun time. Playing video games. Best thing in the world. The problem with air units is they die pretty quickly. Our healing thing is almost back, so that'll help.
Leader power ready.
We can destroy these to get some extra supply, which we want right now, so we can upgrade our other supply pad. Actually, we just need power for that. Never mind.
All units.
Moving out. Moving. This must be where they're manufacturing their race.
I don't think that's their only facility. I'm detecting several similar structures in the area.
So these are garrisons that you can put units in. They have increased defense, and so it allows them to hold out pretty well. It's always nice when your base is next to some garrisons, so it's easier for you to defend. It's not letting us upgrade the generator, so that's something to consider. We're going to build 2 more Hornets, I think. We'll get another Marine. And those can be building while we go off and explore. Mr. Garrison. Ben, did you get East Origins? Yeah, I actually played some last night and had a ton of fun with it. Excited to talk more about East. Again, a series I'm not super familiar with, so this is me kind of dipping toes into it, and I liked it a lot. In addition to kind of those full bases, you also get mini base slots that kind of bolster your army. You can't do as much with them, obviously, but they're nice to have. Let's go ahead and build some more Warthogs. Where's our garage?
Professor, we've reached one of the control towers.
Capture and hold it so I can start working on the elevator. Remember, each tower you hold will increase.
There are also these towers. We're going through a lot of things here. It's like this is this, this is that. These towers, you have to kind of grab them, and once you get to 100%, that will continually generate power for you until somebody else takes it. So it's a big deal in single player, but it's pretty easy to get. In multiplayer, that's something that you're going to be fighting over. That's going to be a skirmish point for you and the enemy. If you get away from it even a little bit, as you can see here, it ticks down very, very quickly.
On the run.
Is Easy Allies getting an early review copy of Mass Effect? I think so, yes. Unlocking towers. Grab the tower. I love just anytime somebody says towers, they're immediately associating Brandon Jones with it. These Wraiths are dangerous just because of their range. They can hit you before you even see them. Alright, so a couple of our units are at low health. We're kind of at a good spot where we can just sit and heal. So we're going to do that, and we've got a bunch of supply and power, so we're going to beef up our units as well. Actually, cancel. Yeah, let's cancel one of these and build a Cyclops. Alright, cool. Now that we're kind of capped on our units for right now, we want to start upgrading. So we want to do an infantry upgrade to make them stronger. We want to do an air upgrade to make our air units stronger, so on and so forth. You get the idea.
All units.
Nice and simple. I've been targeted by the enemy.
Looks like we're going to lose some units here, but that's okay. We've got a fair number of resources.
The enemy is sending vehicles after me. I'm there, sir. Moving.
We're going to seek around here, get some more resources.
Hostile spotted, Marines.
And let's build a couple more Marines.
Under assault from enemy ground forces.
All units.
I wish they were never born. Moving.
We've got some power up here. We've got another mini base, which is great. On the D-pad, you can cycle between your base locations. So if we hit that, that's our main base. If we go here, that's our mini base. Our mini base is actually getting attacked. We haven't been paying enough attention to it. Our Cyclops is trying to defend it. But I don't even know where these enemies came from. So if they destroy this mini base, that's obviously super bad for us.
It won't be a problem.
And we need to get some more units out of there.
You sending a vehicle after me?
Let's build a barracks.
All units.
Almost too easy.
They're trying to be sneaky.
Infantry level 1 researched. Local units.
Moving out. Double time.
I'm surprised Ben didn't get a Japanese copy of Nier Automata. I did get a Japanese copy of Nier. Why would you think I didn't?
Contacts.
It's not a Japanese. You can buy the Japanese copy of Nier, by the way, and it's in English. It's not. You can play that full game in English right now if you want to.
All units.
Now, sir. On the double. On the run. This won't take long. We've taken one of the control towers. Let's make sure it stays ours while we take the others.
Yeah, so PSA for everybody that doesn't know, if you buy the Japanese version of Nier right now, the entire game can be played in English with English voices and English text. The only thing that might be a little bit funky for you is circle is confirm and X is back.
Isabel's brought the Spirit of Fire's defense capabilities
That's the only strange thing. So we're constructing another base here. We have a ton of resources. Our units are almost capped out. We should make that a little bit better. Let's have one Cyclops and a Hellbringer here for a little bit of defense.
Local units.
Jerome, I'm starting to make progress on the elevator, but if you capture the other control towers, I'd be able to work...
It's hard to tell on stream. Would you say this game looks good, or I think it looks serviceable? I don't think it looks great. Obviously it looks a little bit better on PC, but even on PC, I don't think it's an incredible looking game. No.
Take that point, Marines.
Why isn't the game out then? I don't know. I'm just reporting the information that you can buy it. I'm not sure why it wasn't a worldwide release or anything like that. That's outside of my knowledge. Art Surferist just subscribed with Twitch Prime 2 months in a row. Circle as confirmed. It's how it should be. It is how it should be, but it's not how it is. Thank you for the continued support. Here are the Sophies and a little Bloodworth.
On the double. I'm there, sir.
Garage constructed.
Something about this game looks clean. I do think the UI is pretty well presented. RTS games, like a UI makes or breaks it because you have to micromanage so much. And I have not fought with Halo Wars 2 really at all. Its simplicity is a strength. Why? Okay, I was gonna say, why wasn't it capturing that base? We're right on top of it. Come on. I wish it wasn't quite so sensitive. Does it just need our hero unit to be right there? Is that why it's...
Local units.
Square Enix is confident enough in the game to release it close to Zelda. Yeah, I mean, it's very different than Zelda. Oh, I want to talk about Nier, but due to embargoes and things like that, I better not, even though you can go out and play the full version right now. Very excited for Nier. I can say that. I love that we can just destroy their base and they can do nothing. We're just sitting here pelting away.
Oh, sure. Sell me from a distance.
Oh, our units are going over. Let's heal once again. Keep those units in tip-top shape. This mission, it's not letting me upgrade that healing power, and our units are kind of going outside the circle. Not a huge deal, but... when you destroy an enemy base, often you can make a base of your own in that spot, which is really nice. We're going to do that because why not? Okay, so our Hornets, as you can see, doing a lot of damage to these vehicles.
We're losing control tower B to the enemy.
Leader point earned.
Oh, the enemy's trying to take back that tower we just captured. So the way that we beat this mission is... like Conquest in Battlefield, the more towers that we capture, the more tickets essentially that we get. We're trying to fill that bar up all the way.
We've lost control tower B.
Mini base complete.
I'm under
local units.
Oh, it's just one infantry that's taking this thing.
Our base is under attack.
So they're attacking our mini base. It's fine. We don't really have much invested in it right now, so if they destroy it, it's not a big deal.
Local units.
Let's bring our Hornets closer to the action. It's okay. Let them destroy that mini base. It's just serving as a distraction. Let's build another Hornet. Let's build another one of you and another one of you, and then we'll build a Marine as well. Alright, so we got Control Tower B again. There's one more tower we need to take over. Let's go ahead and deal with this army that's assaulting our mini base. Thraxis subscribe for 12 months in a row. How you doing, Thraxis? Beneficent. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the continued support. Here's a little Brad hype. 12 months, everybody. If you've been subscribed for 12 months, that's incredible. It means a lot to us. In fact, if you've been subscribed for any amount of time, it means a lot to us. But just a year, I can't believe Easy A has been going on for an entire year.
Don't know how much of a shelling this thing can take.
Let's build another Hornet.
Local units.
No trouble.
Under fire from ground troops.
Copy that. Moving to coordinates.
We're under attack from ground troops.
Hornet reporting for duty. Like shooting fish in a barrel. I'm under attack from ground troops.
Securing the point.
Alright, so this is the last point.
Yes, sir.
And this mission should be wrapped up pretty quickly.
Hear that, sir?
Moving to location.
Oh, we've got some guys trying to be sneaky.
Leader power ready.
Do you play Paradox strategy games? No, I don't. I've been meaning to check out Europa Universalis for a long time. I just haven't yet. They're very intimidating to me, but I think I'd love them. If I could just put in the time, I think I'd love them. So that's something that I need to make time for. Maybe that would be a fun stream, trying to learn a Paradox strategy game, but we'll see. Beneficent is a magnificent dude named Ben. Thank you, Thraxis. That's pretty adorable. Alright, so they're taking B. But they don't know what's going to hit them. We're going to destroy this group of enemies. Damiani better post no Zelda spoilers or I'll be mad. I think Damiani is pretty respectful of spoilers most of the time. And if he does post spoilers, they'll be clearly marked. So my confidence says that it shouldn't be something to worry about. We've kind of been pretty bad with spoilers lately, though. And so, yeah, we're going to need to be careful. We need to check and balance each other. They keep wanting to go after B. There's also a base by C, so they might try to take that as well. But we're fine.
Just hold on a little longer. We're nearly there. All units.
So I'm going to bring all the units that I've built so far. We're leaving the defense of the base, which is fine. We're just going to go take on the enemy, because I don't want to just wait around for us to win. We got to get in on the action. Do I mean to give us a spoiler warning for the title screen of Zelda? That was just the animated cover and concept art. Yeah, like I was saying, I think Dominique's got your back. Our hero unit is almost dead. Not sure how that happened. We got the bonus objective with the Cyclops. That's nice.
I'm there. On the move. Getting going. Making my way. Moving to position.
Games aren't even out yet. Takes up over a half hour of podcast time. Doesn't seem that spoilery. I mean, some of that's on you, right? If you don't want to hear anything about Horizon, don't click a thumbnail that has Horizon, like, right there. You know? So while I respect that we don't want to be saying the ending of things or ruining key story moments, you have to take some responsibility and not click on stuff that you don't want to hear and know you don't want to hear. So keep that in mind.
Good work, team. We've got a clear route to the cartographer now, and you hurt the banished Wraith production at the same time.
Feels good to have another win, sir.
We also have timestamps in every episode of Frame Trap, so if you don't want to hear a discussion, you can just skip it.
Wait until we find out what Atriox has been planning at the cartographer.
Alright, mission complete.
Another victory, team. Congratulations.
We did not score very well. We want to get to that gold, and we're just low silver. But all right. Okay. I think the fear of spoiler everywhere is getting more and more annoying every day. You can't talk about anything anymore. I kind of agree with you, Sumiana. I get it. I respect that people don't want to be spoiled. I don't think that's an unnatural thing to want. But there are times where we discuss anything and we really do try to dance around spoilers. And people are like, "What? You're talking about the game at all? Spoilers?" And it seems like an overreaction. So I get it, but yeah, I think it has maybe gotten a little too sensitive for sure. Alright, so there's another mission I want to do, and then we can maybe hop into some of the other modes. Check those out. So this is the last mission that I beat, and it's a fun one. It's a fun mission. It's kind of intense. It might be a little hard for me to talk to chat. It's not hard on normal, it's just you have to kind of be a lot of different places at once.
To Alice 130. We have deactivated the banished portal network. Are you in position?
Isabel, I wasn't expecting to hear from you. Where's the captain?
The Spirit of Fire is under heavy attack from the banished carrier, so he's asked me to be your liaison while he deals with it. You've made quite an impression on the banished down there. We're showing signs of massive troop movement your way. Can you hold out while we're dealing with this attack?
Don't worry, Isabel. I've got this one. Good to be working with you. Alice out.
Please give us at least a week after Breath of the Wild release before talking about it on Frame Trap. I hear you. I don't think that's terrible advice or anything, but you could also just wait a week after release to listen to the episode. The way Frame Trap is, I think a lot of times, you know, we have 2 weeks in between episodes, and we talk a lot about what has happened in between that 2 weeks. And so I don't think it's a show that you need to listen to immediately. You can listen to it in chunks. You can come back to it. I think it's pretty adaptable in that way. I preferred the way you handled Last Guardian when you moved to the end of Frame Trap to avoid spoilers. Yep, that was smart. We'll probably do that again. I really liked that. The audience really liked that. That's a smart way to handle it. I agree, Zen Davis.
Already on it, Isabel. Push them back, troops.
Alright, so this is a sort of survive mission, which you see a lot in RTS campaigns, but depending on how they're done, they can be a ton of fun, and this one is pretty fun. The way it escalates is cool, the units it gives you, very cool. It just sort of starts and you go. So this western beach here, this is where they'll be coming out a lot at the beginning. Something I like is if you destroy these transports, the units don't pop out, so you can save yourself a lot of hassle and time. It's tough to do, and sometimes you need a pretty big army to do it, but it's fun. Alright, so we're going to heal our scorpions here. We're also going to use the missile ability, which is extremely devastating. Watch this. Just goodbye. Get out of here. These active powers, super, super, super strong.
Local units.
We got these Wraiths over here trying to mess up our day.
Need guns on that artillery. I'm taking a pounding.
We're going to want some Cyclops. We're going to build more Marines.
Target down for the
We're very low on supply, which is not good.
Local units. Local units.
So we have a downed hero. Look at him sliding down the hill. Once that cooldown fills up, we can bring him back to life.
That was just the beginning. back soon. Where's that Nightingale we called for?
Right here, sir. Someone need patching up?
Keep our Cyclops.
So these are the Nightingales that I was talking about earlier. They're going to heal all their units.
Hold this position without them. We need to set up a defensive perimeter to hold them back. Let's get to work.
Local units.
Our hero unit is almost back to life, which is nice.
We'll need some turrets for support. Get some built and upgrade them to anti-vehicle turrets.
These things aren't free.
Gonna build some more supply pads. We're like, that's the most important thing that we need right now is supply. Power is an important resource. Supply is even more important. Build a lot of supply. It wants us to build turrets. It's good advice. We're gonna be spending like on normal our units can handle it. It's not too big of a deal. I mean, that supply. It's gonna be more important, I think, for the rest of the mission. DLM Ilazo just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. This is a brand new sub. Everybody give him a lot of love. Here's a little PJ for you. And, of course, the lovely, majestic Sophie.
Supply pad constructed.
Alright, so we're upgrading some supply pads. That's good. Once we get to 600 supply, we're going to get this ODST drop, Active Power. It's great because it will just give us units. It gives us a bunch of really powerful ODSTs, and we get them instantly. So we don't have to worry about supplies, really, or any of that stuff. It's just... I mean, it costs supplies to get them in, but the speed at which you get these ODSTs makes up for it. And we're going to call them in right now. I love that them just crashing in. I think it's pretty awesome.
Local units, leader power ready.
We do want more. We want like at least 3 Nightingales as well, so we can keep our units healthy. Do we have an air pad? I don't think we do.
Leader point earned.
Don't think we do. We got a leader point, which means we can get another active power. Gonna build an air pad. Also, we need power. Okay, so now we're kind of getting to the point where power is a constraint. Let's build another generator as soon as we get to 500 here. Awesome. And we're almost at enough to get an advanced generator.
Here they come! Scorpion, wake up that gun!
Alright, great.
Local units.
On the move. There is good
air pad constructed.
You don't want to forget to use your unit abilities. It'll just make fights a lot quicker and they come back fast. So don't worry about saving them most of the time.
Generator upgrade complete. Generator constructed.
Great, and we're gonna build one more generator. There we go.
Local units.
Anti-vehicle turrets. We don't need those. I built them the first time I did this mission, and I'm like, I don't need this. Having units on hand is more important than the turrets. Especially since it's pretty easy to predict when they're going to come in. Like, you don't even need to have units at all 3 locations. You can just move one big army in between, and you'll be fine. Alright. We've got a lot of supply. We're just going to spam Marines here since they're versatile and useful. And we're going to have the rally point go all the way over here. Company of Heroes is the greatest RTS of all time. It's a very good one. It's a very good one. I'm glad you brought that up, Coltane.
Marines are ready to go.
Let's get you fixed up.
I've heard a lot of complaints of the game locking up on both Xbox and PC, and I just haven't had that happen yet. I've heard about a lot of bugs that I don't doubt. I believe that they've happened for those people, but I just haven't experienced any of them so far with my time in Halo Wars 2. So, something to keep in mind. Yeah, we want to keep that Nightingale alive. That's important.
Marines reporting.
Leader power ready.
Sit back and let the drones do their work.
Local units.
Spotted a threat.
You had it happen this stream though, Ben? No, I'm talking about locking up and then not coming back. Like completely freezing. You either have to shut off the console or close the application. That's what I'm talking about. Not the minor little hiccup that we had. So locusts are scary. We can have a Spartan hijack a locust, and that would be great for us because locusts are very powerful. They've got a ton of range. And yeah, they're good. They're good. Let's build another Nightingale. And then upgrade our generators here. We should have more than enough power. Cyclones are really good. And then we'll upgrade those guys as well. So we're capped on units right now, which means in your main base, you really want to pay attention to this. You can upgrade your base, and then you can increase the unit count that you have. And you want to do that, especially in missions like this, where you're going to be burning through a lot of units because you're going to be defending for so long. I'm going through this stuff kind of fast, so if you guys have any questions or something seems unclear, or I'm just not making any sense at all, let me know. Alright, how much do we need to upgrade our base? We need 1500 power, so it's going to be a while, but that's going to be an upgrade that's worth it. We're going to hold on tight until we get that 1500 power, I think. We can build turrets, though. Yeah, I'm not going to upgrade right at the moment. Alright, we're almost at the 1500. I think they're going to be coming in the middle beach here, so they're going to be right over here. We're going to automatically... What's nice is your units automatically go into garrisons. Again, it's just kind of making things simpler on controllers, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And most of the time, going into a garrison is a smart idea anyway, so it's a convenience that I appreciate. So they are coming in that middle beach. We're going to move our units. We actually do want some Wolverines, but we're capped on our units right now. It's not going to be that big of a deal, so we have some Marines. But something to keep in mind, because there's going to be a lot of Banshees that just keep attacking us. Can build a turret, though.
Let's get you fixed up.
Local units.
Alright, so we're going to want to bring our units out here so the Banshees aren't damaging our base, and so they just attack our units. We do want to upgrade our healing, and we want to upgrade our archer missiles. Those are really good.
Enemy spotted. Try not to get bashed up, okay? No.
Local units.
Please advise. You're lucky I was around.
Alright, so 5 seconds until we can upgrade our unit cap. So just going to hang out here.
Headquarters upgrade complete.
And do that. Or maybe not. Do you do that at a barracks? Am I... What? That's weird. Oh, is it an armory? It's probably an armory. Alright. So we need to build an armory. Let's actually go ahead and recycle this. I forgot about the armory, which is very important. So we've only lost 1 unit so far, which is nice. We can build that Wolverine, and that'll bring us back. Let's make the rally point where our units are. Don't forget to do that. It helps out. Alright, so the armory is complete. Now we can increase the population.
What you got for me?
There we go. I thought it was in the main base.
Local units. All units.
Alright, so a bunch of locusts are coming in. We're going to try to hijack one of them for the bonus objective. Okay, so we did hijack a Locust, which is great. We also have our Archer missiles. We also can call in more ODSTs. Bump that population right up. Let's build another Wolverine, because we've got more units coming in.
The enemy has destroyed one of our buildings.
So what's nice is even if this gets destroyed, it's okay. We can just rebuild it. We have enough time in between waves of enemies. That's not a big deal.
Show me the target. Wolverine under attack from enemy troops. Enemy target down.
All units.
They're getting too close! Protect the base at all costs!
Insane? Lucky I was.
Leader power ready.
The ground troops are gonna keep coming through the shallows. Let's make sure we have some Scorpions waiting to greet them.
Receiving fire from ground troops.
All units.
On the move. Only all days like this.
Ben, which ally is the most hyped for the FF12 remake this summer? I think it's probably a tie between Heber and myself. It's his favorite FF game, and it's not my favorite FF game, but I do love it. And I played the remaster at E3, and it was great. It looked really, really nice. The speed up functions was awesome. I've never played the Zodiac International Job System stuff that they added for that, and so that'll be a lot of fun for me. I'm sure there'll be pretty jolly group streams of FF12.
Make way. Rolling out. Scorpion and root. On the move.
Alright, how many Nightingales do we have? We still have 3 Nightingales. We only have 1 Wolverine. Let's build another garage. Let's go back and just bump this stuff up.
Marines under assault from enemy ground forces.
All units.
Seek and destroy.
Under attack from ground.
I tried, I'll play the FF12 remake. I tried to play it, and it's impossible on HDTV. Oh, you mean the standard definition is impossible to play. I was like, the text wasn't hard to read in the remake that I played at E3. But I see what you're saying now. Yeah, that's always a bummer on SD games when it's hard to read the text.
All units.
For sure.
Move out.
Our base is under
Hope this gets ported to the Switch. I hope everything gets ported to the Switch.
What gets you medals?
Just because I want to play on the go. Obviously Halo won't, but
Hold the line.
it'd be fun.
local units.
Ready to go.
Lost Odyssey is great. Lost Odyssey is great, man. One of the greats. So we should be using our Archer missiles more. That probably would have saved our base there. But it's alright.
Units.
Oh, that Locust just hanging out in the back.
All units.
Into their work.
Let's build another turret. We have so many resources and so much we could do right now.
Reporting for duty.
I want. There we go.
Marines.
All units.
See, we just have one Marine unit in this garrison, and it's taking on all of these things. Garrisons are so powerful in this game. It's crazy.
All units.
I should tackle Lost Odyssey again. When I was new, I got tired of the walls of text and gave up. Yeah, so I love Lost Odyssey, but it suffers many of the typical problems that a lot of JRPGs suffer. And if you're not used to that or you can't accept that, I completely understand when somebody says, Lost Odyssey isn't for me. I never played Blue Dragon, a lot of reading. I wanted to love Blue Dragon, and there's some good stuff in it. But those characters in that story just did nothing for me.
All units.
Just did nothing for me. Also, that boss battle music is hilarious. Hilariously bad. I recommend, if you have some time to waste YouTube Blue Dragon boss battle music and have yourself a good laugh. Blue Dragon has the best boss theme though. It's kind of one of those so bad it's good kind of things. Alright, what do we need more of? We need more Warthogs. Let's get on that. We don't have any garages, can't do that. Alright, we're gonna have to wait for our mini base to go back up and then we'll build some Warthogs. Ben, are you going to play Torment Tides of... yeah, in fact, I've already played a little bit. Yes, there will be Torment coverage on Easy Allies. It's great. It's great. Boy, a lot of good CRPGs coming out, and that just makes me a happy camper. Alright, so this turret's holding them off. They've got to chill it on the games. I know, man. It's been crazy. So many great, pretty meaty games that it's just hard to get through all of them. I would love to get through Tales of Berseria, and I haven't had time to finish that yet. How can anyone play all this stuff? Yeah. It's our job to play video games a lot every day, and we're still struggling to get through it. It's crazy.
Ready.
Alright, so we're doing fine. We don't need any supply or anything like that.
All units.
Moving out. Only old days were like this.
Receiving all units.
I'm 2 seconds away from buying Berserk in the Band of the Hawk. Did Ben confirm it? I don't think Berserk in the Band of the Hawk is very good. I think the presentation is nice. I think it does a good job of summarizing that story. But actually playing it, it gets repetitive very quickly. There's just not much to it. There's not much to dig into. If it were me, and I heard all this stuff, I would still buy it just because of I love Berserk that much. But I don't think it's great. I really don't think it's great. Alright, so we're gonna... The west beach should be fine. We're gonna take on these Banshees because our base is already at kind of low health. And then move on to the western beach here. My backlog is at 32. Yeah, it's rough right now, man, for sure. These locusts are really messing us up.
The enemy has destroyed one of our buildings.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
All units.
I think this is the last rush of enemies, by the way. We're finally finishing Yakuza 0. Good to hear. Good to hear. Anytime somebody says they finish Yakuza 0, I smile on the inside. Alright, so I love that they line up for our archer missiles here. That should do quite a bit of damage.
All units.
This Wraith, though, just trying to be like, I hope they don't notice me. Maybe that giant army won't find me and kill me.
All units.
Again, this one garrison holding it down for us. In fact, let's just call in some ODSTs to take care of them. That'll be quicker than moving our guys all the way over.
Let's see your kill faces, team.
We did it!
Level 1 researched.
So that was that mission. I would like to see that. I still need to play on heroic or legendary. Because I feel like we just kind of brute force that mission, and I'm hoping like on legendary, we have to be a little bit more careful with what we're throwing into battle and stuff like that. Oh, we're not done. I forgot the best part. I forgot we're taking on a Scarab. And our units are actually way a ways from it. Let's go. Let's destroy the Scarab. We're going to use everything that we can on this Scarab. We're going to plant some mines. We can't plant it on the base. I forgot about the Scarab. He's just climbing over this mountain.
If we don't break it, it's over.
Yep, he's going right to our base. Alright, so one nice thing about it being right next to our base is we can just pump out units. Now we get to watch the Scarab die.
Scarab is down. Repeat. Scarab is down.
I'm impressed. Is that it?
That thing is badass. Yeah, I love how it just is like, I don't have to go around this mountain. I'll just go over it.
It doesn't look that way from here on the bridge.
It's great.
We're still under attack from the banished carrier. The captain recommends you keep a small base there to guard the portal, but be ready to move out. I think we're going to need your help down there again very soon. Isabel out.
And what I want to convey about Halo Wars 2 is I think there are very valid criticisms against it. I think it could be a better RTS game. But whenever I play it, I'm having a good time. And that accounts for a lot. That accounts for a lot. The way that it's presented, the way the units function, all of that stuff is fun. It feels good slamming your units into other units. On a basic level, very satisfying. Just want to say, I don't know how we got a gold there. I really don't. I think we played pretty badly, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I think because we got a gold, I didn't look at the reason. I should have been paying more attention, but I think because we got a gold, we got an extra Blitz pack there. So that's cool. Actually, love StarCraft 2 and the expansions. Yes. Me too. Have I missed any subs or resubs? Not that I can see here. Not that I can see. Alright, so, I should probably show off Blitz mode. Right? Do you guys want to see Blitz, or would you rather just see more campaign missions, or would you rather see just general multiplayer stuff? You guys want me to crack those packs? We can do that. Before I crack the packs, I am going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. It should take me about 1 minute, so be right back. Alright, it seems like people want to see multiplayer, just a 1v1. I can promise you right now, probably going to lose. Probably going to lose, but that's okay. hopefully we get paired up against somebody that does dominate us so we can see some high-level strats. I'm going to crack the packs real quick. Just for fun. Something I will say about Halo Wars 2 is you can buy these packs with real money, but just for playing through the campaign and just generally messing around, they are very generous with the packs. So that is something I do like. I've probably gotten 30 packs and haven't spent a dime. So that's been nice. Maybe not quite 30, but approaching that. So we got some hunters. Not super exciting. More hunters. As you can see, this card has a level. As it levels up, it gets more powerful. 1v1 the computer first. Yeah, the only thing that I'm worried about, Shadow Marba, is that we're running out of time. So I probably will be only able to do one match against either the AI or a real human. So damage up, HP up, reactive Marines. Unstable Banshee. Is that just a Banshee with one wing? Okay. You can see on the card, it'll tell you what it's good against. So hunters, green. That means they're very good against vehicles. Red, infantry, very bad against infantry. Neutral against air, I think. Or can't attack air. I'm not sure. These Marines... decent against everything. Half of the damage this unit takes is automatically dealt back to the enemy attacker. I like it. This unit explodes violently on death, damaging enemy troops in its radius. Okay, so some of these abilities are pretty fun. Hellscream91 just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Guys, that's a brand new sub. Please show Hellscream some love and respect. I'm going to give you a little Damiani, who is in the thralls of Hyrule right now. Alright. So, just because I can't promise 2 matches, do you want me to go against the computer, or do you want me to go against a human opponent? Do you want me to do 1v1 or 2v2 or something like that? Scorpion. Not a rare card, but you gotta love a good old Scorpion. Human 1v1, says Kyle Bossman. Alright. We're gonna get destroyed. Guys, we just got a Spartan. Douglas 042. Great against everything. Has guard and shield. Guard. This is a legendary card right now. I think this... I think I've got 2 other legendaries, so I don't have very many of them. This unit covers nearby allies receiving all damage they would normally take. So he's a tank. Got it. This unit has an energy shield protection that absorbs damage and regenerates when out of combat. I like it. I like it. Because we got that card, we're going to win our multiplayer match. Doug is a Spartan. I just thought of Doug Funny being a Spartan. Like, you take off the helmet and you just see Doug Funny's face. That'd be pretty good. He's not tournament ready. No! Our Douglas is not tournament ready. He's only level 1. Means we need a lot more Douglases to get him tournament ready, which is kind of a bummer. Alright. Let's see. What do we want to play? Custom match here. Let's set this up. I don't care what map we play on. Alright, I guess we're doing Rumble. We're searching for players. Oh, Rumble is a bunch of people. I want a 1v1. Will PJ make the switch? Absolutely. He'll probably steal my switch. Capture and hold control towers to score points. Build and hold the most strongholds. Deathmatch. Destroy all enemy bases to win. I think that's what we want. We don't want to add AI. Start match. Cannot start a game with this team setup. So how do we change... I've done skirmishes. How do I change this from Rumble? Well, we're going to start with Rumble, I guess. A skirmish is versus AI, correct? Yeah, this is versus AI, which is not what we want. So we'll just do Rumble. Allies, quick question. Is Inside worth $20? In my opinion, G-Man, absolutely. Inside is a game that I don't think you'll regret playing. Very, very cool. I think the less you know going in, the better, by the way. So who do we want our leader to be? As Captain of the Spirit of Fire, Cutter can send in powerful orbital support, drop specialized UNSC units, and enhance currently deployed units. Okay? Isabel improves the effectiveness of vehicles using her database of the latest UNSC tech and employs hacking and distraction powers in battle. Anders... nope! Wasn't paying attention to the timer. Guess we're just gonna be Cutter. That's fine. Alright, we can't let our team down here, chat. We can't let our team down. That's the only thing we need to do right now. We just can't be the worst on our team. So we have to hold the most strongholds. And the more that we hold, we increase our team's population, which means we can build more units. Not the worst, a great goal. Yep. That's the goal we have right now. I see you guys are talking about the meta in For Honor. I think the Warden is the most powerful class in that game. Like, it's not even that close. I think the Warden is good in every situation. But that's just me. Still loading in. Valkyrie is my main. I'm very interested in Valkyrie. Seems like a cool class. Definitely one I want to mess around with. Shugoki, Valkyrie, Orochi, Berserker. All of those I'm interested in. Yeah, this loading is brutal. Holy cow. Will you play with the new character that can freeze people next week in Street Fighter, Ben? Colin? Colin? Yeah, I will. Colin. Shugoki is my main super challenging class, but I love the heavy hitters. Yeah, Shugoki is fun, and I think very good in the right hands. Yeah, I like Shugoki. That backbreaker is one of the most hyped things that you can do in For Honor. If you land that successfully, your opponent just feels bad. Colin? Keelan? Alright, we're finally in the match. Serious time.
Destroyed an enemy structure.
You can't be the worst on the team if you're infinite. Alright, so we have a lot of resources. I wish I was chatting with my teammates. I want to see what they're building, but we can't spend too much time doing it. I think building air is a good strategy, so we'll do that. So we've got an armory and air pad. We can't build these yet. We have to upgrade our base first. Can we not upgrade our base? Maybe we need to hold more strongholds in order for that to happen. Okay. Let's build some snipers.
Your enemy has more strongholds than you.
Spamming Marines is always good. Let's just build a lot of different things, shall we? We obviously want a hero unit. I'm not really too worried about supply or anything like that, so let's build another barracks and another air pad. Garage.
Air pad constructed. Garage constructed.
Alright, so let's... They're taking over a lot of strongholds, and we gotta get on top of that. So let's go ahead and do that.
I'm there. Getting going.
I'm getting nervous already. We've got to take out this stronghold.
Spartan, moving out. Moving out. Making my way.
Marines are ready to go.
Alright, so we don't want to leave our base unprotected either. So let's keep spamming units.
Stronghold complete. Local units. Barracks constructed.
On my way.
Garage constructed. Air pad constructed.
On the move.
Alright, so we've got an enemy over here.
Spartan, moving
We're going to take him on.
Moving out. Getting going. On my way. I'm there. Moving to position. On the way.
I'm hoping to catch him off guard here.
I'm there.
An allied base is under attack. Local units.
Alright, and let's...
We got infantry down. Jackrabbit, fueled, tuned, and
Local units.
Payback time.
So it looks like my friends are helping me out. We got to get out of this big area here.
Allies are in trouble.
Alright, so we dodged that. If we can get this hero unit is messing us up.
We've taken down an enemy.
Alright, we're going to retreat. They're sending in reinforcements. We're going to regather our troops here. Try to hold out as best we can. I don't know what Orange is doing.
Moving out. Making my way.
Jackrabbit, reporting for
Local units.
Alright, so we have level 3 restoration drones. Good to know. We're going to keep harassing green here and try to take that. What are our teammates doing? Where are they on the map? We got to be aggressive.
All units.
Marines ready to serve.
Getting going. Got eyes on hostiles. Over. Almost two.
Alright, so they've got a force going in trying to attack yellow. We can't let that happen.
Acquiring target. Roger. You got it. Nice and simple.
We're going to drop a turret behind him.
I'll give it my best shot.
Trying to defend our buddy here. So they also dropped in a turret. Take that out.
We've reduced an enemy structure to rubble.
Alright.
Local units.
So we defended him. That was quite a few green units.
Moving to position.
We unlocked more tech. Does that mean we can start building stuff in the garage? Okay, so we can.
Allied base is under
So you unlock that over time. Good to know.
Yes, sir. You can count on me, sir.
We've taken out an enemy structure.
I'll cut through them in no time.
Our allies are in trouble.
Alright, so we want to heal. We're getting really messed up. We're getting really, really messed up. We have some reserve units, so that's good. Alright, we took out that base. We're going to be able to build here in just a second. They're bombarding me from a distance, so I want to move my units away. Alright, so this is going to be available. We're going to take this stronghold. We've taken 2 strongholds. What's my team doing? What's my team doing?
Local units. Leader power ready.
Moving out. On the way. Spartan, moving out. On my
Alright, so we're going to take out this thing that's bombarding us from a distance. If we do that, we should be okay. What's up, green?
Nice and simple.
Alright, we're losing a lot of units here. We're gonna need to resupply.
Marines under attack from
Like,
the
we're
Spartans.
just... It's just not going well.
We've destroyed an enemy structure.
Enemy attack.
Local units.
Going for a KO. Let's get into this.
Our Spartan is low on health. Be careful. Local units.
Time. My gasometer's gonna blow.
Local units. Local units. Local
Ready to
units.
serve. Oscar Mike.
Leader power ready.
Can do.
Alright, we're almost out of units, which is bad.
We've reduced an enemy structure.
Do we have a
to rubble.
barracks over here?
Air pad
Yeah, we want some
constructed.
Cyclops. Some of these.
We've lost a vehicle.
Let's get another Scorpion. And let's go heavy on air. It's okay if we get wiped out there. They might take that stronghold. We're... Okay, so they wiped out Orange, by the way. We're down and it's a whole teammate, which is terrible.
Ready to whoop ass.
Down an entire teammate. Let's build some more Cyclops.
Cyclops, ready to work.
Wonder if we could take blue at the end here, right by yellow. I wonder if yellow would back me up.
An allied base is under attack.
Okay, so blue is distracted.
Show me
All
some
units.
trash.
Maybe we can take... It doesn't look like this has a lot of defense.
You look me up for this?
Wake up, troops.
Our base is under attack.
Hornet here.
Taking out the trash.
To be honest, purple's doing nothing, it seems. Is there a purple?
Leader power ready.
Yeah, so the green's gonna take this, which is fine. I think we can sneak in and get this. Right here. Take it. Yeah, we lost a stronghold. But we should be taking this one, no problem.
Hornet ready.
Can we upgrade our...
We've taken out an enemy structure.
Do we have an armory? Upgrade armory. Alright, so we lost a hero unit. We should have been quicker on that,
Local units.
by the way.
All units. All units. All units.
Green, yeah, we're gonna get destroyed.
All units.
Moving. Making tracks.
Enemy forces spotted.
All units.
I'm not gonna help yellow because if I help yellow, I'm just gonna get destroyed. So I'm gonna move on and get blue. Helping yellow would just kill me. There's no point in doing it.
Hell, this is rookie.
It's better to spread out their forces here because we're down a man. In fact, we're down 2 men. I'm the only one left.
Barracks constructed. Garage constructed. Air pad constructed.
So we're just gonna go through and
All units.
spread them out as best we can. So we got 10 more seconds till we can build there. All of these are completely undefended.
Making a mess of them. 092 under fire from air units.
Alright, we'll build that stronghold. Oh, we can't. We moved a little bit too far away from it to build.
Our Spartan is low on health. Be careful. Our base is under attack.
That's gonna be game. They're gonna take our base. Dang. Cruising with one hell of a force. Yeah, we definitely had the biggest and most consistent force throughout that, but I think blue going and aggressively getting those bases early on was super smart. It's alright. That was fun. We have about 15 minutes left. We can probably do another match. Remember, not the worst. Yeah, we did accomplish our goal. Not the worst. Our team was the worst. I mean, sorry, that I meant that our team was, we lost. That's what I meant. Not that they were bad. It's because Orange was AFK from the start. I didn't realize they were AFK.
I'm receiving fire, and I don't like it.
Ground troops down. Over.
All units.
Yeah, we're just gonna get destroyed.
All units.
Look at I love this guy. He just spams scorpions. He's like, I'm going in with tanks. We should not be attacking the hero unit because that thing has a lot of health. We did our best. We did our best. I'm curious to see the scoreboard at the end here. You have no units trained some more.
I'm being attacked by a Spartan. Over.
The enemy has destroyed one of our buildings.
I do realize that that sounded like pretty harsh BM on my teammates, but not my intent.
Regroup stronger than ever.
We got an achievement. All right. We got ranked 5. Got another pack. Perform 10 counter kills. Okay. All right. So we captured 4 strongholds. The teammates captured 1. We were the only ones that we destroyed 2 enemy bases. Our teammates destroyed none. I think it's time for assault wall. Oh, we lost connection. Well, that was a little discouraging. Finish 3 match-made games of Blitz. Finish 1 match-made game of Deathmatch. Oh, here we go. So I was clicking on this. You just click up here to find match and you can choose the type. Alright. We're gonna do 1v1. This is it. We can't blame our teammates this time. It's just us. If we get salty, it's because of how we played. So, cutters are the most familiar to me. Alright, guys. We have to believe that we can do this. 1v1 in an RTS game always freaks me out. It always stresses me. But I think we can do it. I think we've got the knowledge and the skills to do it. Believe with me, chat. Sweaty palms, Ben. Accurate. Says a prayer. All right. I need a yay wall. We believe. All right, we got some believers. We got some believers. That's good. We've got 10 minutes until the match loads, so we've got some time to chat. All right, here we go. We want air. How do we get air? We upgrade to level 2. We can't upgrade to level 2 until we get power. We need to build a bunch of power and supply. So 2 supply, 2 power to start with, and then we need to expand. But that early supply and that early power is going to be extremely crucial for us. In fact, it's so crucial that we should start exploring with just these 2 units to get that stuff. Now, get...
Supply pad constructed.
Alright, so there's another base over here. We want that base. We can't build it yet, but we need to explore. Let's go ahead and extend out and try to get this node right here and the extra power and any extra supply that we see.
Move out with me. Move out, Marines.
Like,
Supply pad constructed.
getting the supply pads and stuff in order, nothing is more important than that. I need another generator. I need 500 supply. That should be coming soon.
Local units.
Oh, I don't know if our Marines are going to be able to take on these Sentinels.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
I'm gonna try it just because we want that extra power so bad, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to take them on. They seem to be doing okay, I guess.
Extra rations for headshots.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. All right, we want another generator, and then we want to just start building up units. Alright, so it does look like we're going to win this fight, which is nice. We can grab this. Moving a little too soon. Alright, we're going to grab this point. Very important. If we can expand quickly, that'll do wonders for us. We can't build a garage yet. We need to level up our base. That's going to take forever. I think we just spam basic units right now. We need that early force.
Local units.
Alright, so we got that point. That's good.
Let's go. Move out with me. Move. Let's get going. Marines are ready to go. Out, squad.
All units.
So we need 500 supply to build this extra base. We're going to do that. And we're going to throw everything that we can here to defend.
Let's go. Let's bust the move.
And then we're going to start upgrading our generators. That extra power helps out so much. Oh boy.
Stop fidgeting, or I'll nail your boots to the ground.
I can stay here a while. So
I'm worried about a Zerg rush, guys.
Marines reported for duty. We got our orders.
We've got some basic Marines to help, but that's not going to be enough.
Generator upgrade complete.
Upgrade those generators. Get it done.
All units.
Alright. We should be building some more units while we're waiting.
Generator upgrade complete. Fire base constructed.
Supply, and then we really want another generator. So the price of each generator increases the more that you have. So that's something to keep in mind. I think we can actually upgrade... So those are both advanced generators. That's good. We need 800 supply for this. Then we're going to build a garage and we're going to start building air units. I could build another generator at 800. I think it's going to be better to upgrade the command center to get those advanced units. It's going to help us so much. And then we'll go and we'll get another base. In fact, I can start moving units there now.
Local units.
And we can build some Marines here. Alright, so we're upgrading that command center. That's extremely important.
Local units.
Got eyes on hostiles, Leatherneck.
Local units.
Oh, so he's here. Alright, but he doesn't have anything to defend this base, so we're going to harass him. Make him a little upset. If we had grenades, that would help out a lot. But we don't. Alright, so it's 25 seconds until our base is upgraded.
All units.
I don't know why he's not doing anything with his base. That's weird to me. Alright, 10 seconds till the base is upgraded. Our units still aren't getting attacked.
All units.
So let's try to take out this base.
Roger.
Command center upgrade complete.
Alright. Now we can build a garage. And an air pad.
We're getting hit from above.
We are getting attacked.
Local units.
Oh, it's not even him, it's just the computer.
I've seen a sponge put up more resistance.
Let's get grenades, that'll help out a lot. That does so much damage, especially to buildings like this.
Local units.
Alright, so we're gonna be able to take this base.
Local units.
Pretty simple.
Garage Barrage constructed.
All right, so he's now trying to defend it, but he's just gonna be overwhelmed, which is good for us.
Armory constructed. Leader point earned.
Great, so we got a leader point. We're gonna make use of that. We're gonna want a mix of things.
Researched.
Let's get our leader point. What do we want? Lotus Mine, passive power, faster capture speed for all units, faster movement speed for all infantry. Yeah, we want that.
Air pad constructed.
We're gonna build another base here, which is great.
Base is under attack.
Oh, he's attacking our main base! Alright, that's not a very big force, so we should have plenty of time to beef up our units. We should be able to counter this and then counterattack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna counterattack. We're gonna wipe out this force and then we're gonna go after his main base. We're gonna try to... Like, he's attacking the armory right now. That's the thing that we need the least.
I guess we could do that.
Mini base complete.
Red and ready.
The enemy has
We're just gonna
destroyed
rebuild
one
it.
of our buildings. All units.
Alright, and we want to use special abilities as well. The stress! Alright, so he's sending more units into the slaughter, which is good for us. He is bombarding us from afar. That's the biggest concern that we have right now. But we should be able to handle it. We just have a lot more units than he does.
They just better not make a mess of my grill. Hostile.
Air pad constructed.
Let's make a Hornet.
All units.
Raring to go.
Looks like he rushed vehicles. Yeah, it does.
Sir.
We're taking a lot of damage, which isn't good.
Air pad
Alright, this is gonna help. This is what we wanted.
leader point earned.
Burning rubber. I'm on it.
Local
Just give me
units.
an order, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Alright, we're gonna go after his main force. I think he's too split up. Maybe that'll take too much time. Maybe we should kill this expansion and then go in.
Garage constructed.
Alright, we do want Nightingales. That'll help out a lot. That'll help out a lot. Alright, we're upgrading. We need more... What we really need is supply pads. Badly. I'm gonna build another one here.
All units.
Alright, we can take this expansion and the one up above. Should be good.
Air level 1 researched.
We don't have enough resources to take that one yet. This is a full base as opposed to a mini base.
Constructed. All units.
Actually, we're just gonna sneak around. We're gonna go after his main base. Let's get some more power here.
Nightingale ready. Let me know where I'm needed.
I don't think our buildings are super efficient right now. I'm gonna get rid of this garage. I'm gonna recycle it. I'm gonna get rid of this air pad. I'm gonna recycle it. I'm gonna build 2 more supply pads. Because we're getting bottlenecked by our supply, and that's bad.
All units.
Okay, what else do we want? I think going heavy on air, just because it seems like he's going heavy on vehicles, is a good idea here.
Supply pad.
So let's build more
complete.
Hornets.
All units. Supply pad constructed.
Hornet is out of here. On my way. Hornet, off the map.
Our base is under attack.
Okay, so he's attacking our base again, but he's using a very small force. I'm not even going to resist it. We want the supply pad, which is a bit of a bummer.
Supply pad constructed.
But it's okay. I think he's going to have to respond to us pretty quickly, so he should back off of our base.
Units.
We're just going to go after the whole thing, the main shebang here.
All units.
Like I said, I do want to build more Hornets.
You're lucky I wasn't around.
All units. All units.
Got eyes on hostiles, Leathernecks. Can we get some anti-air support ASAP?
Let's go. Moving.
Alright, so our forces were split up there, which is bad. These Nightingales are going to be amazing. Alright, so he's going air now, I guess. Which is unexpected.
Go easy next time. These things aren't free. Nightingale moving out.
Vehicle level 1 researched.
That's not the correct way to be doing that.
Thrusters tilt.
Local units.
Alright. It looks like he's pretty undefended here.
Hornet coming through. Ready.
We're going to buy the archer missiles and use them. Alright, so we're doing a ton of damage to him here.
One of our buildings.
We need to keep building more Hornets.
The enemy is taking out one of our vehicles.
Wolverine hunt.
Local units.
Make way for the medic.
Yeah, I think we're just overwhelming him, honestly. Those Nightingales, I think, are doing the most work out of anything. So that turret's annoying,
Our base is under
but...
attack.
Let's get to work.
we're losing a lot of units. We're losing a lot of units. We actually, sorry, we want Wolverines.
Local units.
Maybe we should give them a head start.
Sit back and let the drones do their work.
Alright, so I'm gonna replenish and just... If this force gets wiped out, it's okay, because we're able to replenish right now.
Go easy
Maybe
next
we can
time.
build some
These
units
things
here and
aren't
work them out.
Units for me?
All units.
Affirming.
It's too bad we didn't build anything that was a little bit stronger against buildings. That was a mistake for sure.
It's enemy spotted.
Alright, we did it.
You fought with honor and courage. A well-earned victory.
We did it. Stresses me out. Stresses me out. We got a lot of packs. We got a lot of packs. Should we end the stream with some more packs? We're over time for Xenoblade, so I'm probably just going to crack these packs pretty quickly. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Alright, Blitz, Kraken packs. Alright, what do we get? We got a couple of epics. An uncommon. We're looking for the legendaries. We're only going to get excited about the legendaries. No legendary? Trash. Trash. Nothing but garbage. Orange or nothing. Oh, we got a legendary! Okay. Scarab Assault. Briefly deploy the Scarab super unit. Emanates a short-lived plasma shield to become invulnerable. Rush. This unit ignores fatigue when deployed, charging into battle at full strength. Nice! It's a lot of energy. It's very expensive, but it seems super powerful. Cool. After that Scarab Assault, though, we're back to garbage. Somebody asked what I would like to see at E3. I'd really like to see Fire Emblem Switch. That would be great. That would get me super excited. That would be a big one for me. Alright, we cracked the packs. We got one legendary. It's a Scarab, though. Can't complain. Alright, everybody. I'm going to be right back. Give me about 2 minutes to switch over to the Wii U. We're going to be playing more Xenoblade Chronicles. This is a bonus stream. The reason I'm doing this bonus stream is because I was enjoying Xenoblade Chronicles so much, and you guys seem to enjoy the stream. So I can't wait to play more of it. So if you want to see that, stick around. I'll be right back. Love and respect, everybody. Boop!